gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh god. Did not push that at all. Fuck you, man. Okay. Of course, I'm one tick away from 348.1, but that's fine. God, that was annoying. I've been going through this game pretty differently than GH2. I've done a lot more bouncing around. I mean, most of that has to do with the fact that my standards are like much higher than they were on my first run through of GH2, and trying to get some of these scores I've been going for just on my first run through of them would just be the most miserable thing. I mean, it was really one in particular score that I still haven't even gotten that really drove that point home for me. Anyway, so kind of interesting deal with this song. Nearly ideal path up to the solo and bigger squeeze path through the rest. I'm almost positive, as always, the nearly ideal acts are possible, but trying to abuse the front ends on all the solo acts is just a pretty miserable experience. The one that I'm least confident about at least being feasible is the fourth act, the solo A act, just because of the way that it's set up with the strum behind the hopo, like Miserloo. And that act actually is conflicted with a change that was made between GH2 and this game that has to do with extended hit window. So in GH2, the way that I would go about those strum behind hopo acts on the back end was to use extended hit window on the hopo, on the preceding hopo, to preemptively satisfy the strum window. That doesn't actually work on 80s. And I think it ties in with the mechanic that I discussed in Caught in a Mosh, where you can preemptively anchor an extended hit window note. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it was just a weird quirk that they decided to change or whatever. But yeah, essentially that method no longer works in 80s. You can't use the extended hit window to satisfy the strum window early. It just doesn't affect it, and you'll miss if you try to push it. And it took a lot of confusion and irritation just in Solo A's practice mode before I found that out. As for those nearly ideal first three acts, they kind of vary in difficulty and irritation. The good thing about them is that they all only have one whammy on them, but acts 1 and 3 are pretty tight. The execution for Act 3, particularly on the back end, I find to be pretty awkward, but none of them are really that big of a deal. Act 2 feels pretty free, at least with the adjustment that I made to it. I think I only missed it timing-wise, like Red Flame the back end one time out of all these runs, and it has been a lot. Anyway, yeah, not much more to say about this. I'm glad that I was able to find 348K. Again, bit of a bummer that I missed point one, but whatever. I really had no choice but to sacrifice ticks on the solo A front end. And I don't think I dropped any ticks outside of that, so like I can't really be too upset. It's just the way it turned out. Fine enough. Just glad to have this done.